And how has it been here once you've come back? I think you joined Mount Lavinia Hotel, if I'm not mistaken.
No, that's correct. I love Mount Lavinia Hotel.
Okay.
Because when I came here, I just had a few opportunities to join the other hotels, and but finding place like that, Mount Lavinia, and chefs were a dream come true. I think it's a pretty good staff, pretty good management, and it's good to have a place. And because that place always happening place in the Colombo, we do always food related shows.
Oh, is it?
And we do a lot of promotions, and I think there's a happening place in Colombo, Mount Lavinia Hotel.
Okay.
And because of that, your talent, you can use that your talent, and you can teach people like young chefs, and they can educate from these kind of activities that we're doing.
Chef Asanga, in terms of your experience in Australia and your experience in Sri Lanka, what would you say the main difference is like?
I have a very short experience in Sri Lanka, nearly about 2 years, and Australia, long time. And it's when you compare these two, what I see, it's a professionalism. And Australia is our chefs are pretty good. We are nothing. We're not going to be second to none. But come to professionalism and a technology, Australia is a little bit ahead of us.
Ahead of us.
And that's what we can do. We can introduce these kind of things to our country, and we can educate our chefs, and we can get them to beat Australia.
I have a question for you. See, there's this saying which a lot of people say that the best chefs around the world are men. What are your thoughts on that?
It's I think a culture. It's about culture because of the long hours. Women, they wanna work 8 hours, and I'm not saying everybody. Pretty much, they have other things at home. 8 hours, then go back, they have to do homeworks.
I see. Let's get back into that topic very shortly, because we're going in for a short commercial break right now, and we'll be right back here to Good Morning Sri Lanka on MTV Sports. Hello and good morning to you. If you just tuned in, you're watching Good Morning Sri Lanka here on MTV Sports, and we've been talking to someone from the hospitality industry, a culinary expert who works for, who's a head chef for the Seafood Cove restaurant in Mount Lavinia Hotel, Chef Asanga. And we've just been talking to Chef Asanga about his life as a culinary expert, and we're going to talk to him a little bit more about that. Chef Asanga, we were just talking just before we went in for a break. We were talking about the fact that there was this people talk about the fact that men are the best chefs around the world, and you were saying that it has a lot to do with working hours and things related to that. But I think I see that as a problem in Sri Lanka, because here we have a lot of women in households who cook really well, mothers who cook really well, housewives who are not really commercially out there, who don't make it a career for themselves. Why is that?
It's correct, because it's pretty simple. It's just like we have a talent. Like you said, we have more women in this country than men, and we have to bring them up. We have like in Australia, when you have MasterChef Australia, and have a look how many people participate in there. More men than women, and why we have to create something like that in Sri Lanka.
So you're saying that reality shows of that nature here
give them a chance to develop themselves. We have we have a diamond. We need to cut and polish and bring it to the market.
I see. But could it also be an issue with late working hours? Since if you are in this industry, you will have to work late nights.
That's correct, and you can balance. There's enough time in there, and if you balance that according, then you can have a career in this hotel industry.
On that note, Chef Asanga, I know that you treat this profession more as a passion, something you love doing rather than work itself.
That's correct.
But I'm sure like this career path for you means that you have to work a lot of late nights. There are things, a lot of social events and gatherings in your own personal life I'm sure you would be missing to please other people's social lives.
That's correct.
How do you feel about that? How do you manage that?
It just because, like I said, being a chef is not a job. It's a passion, and when you create something, when you make nice dish or create some masterpiece, and you give it to your customers, and when they finish that meal and appreciate that food that you're cooking, and when you see the big smile in their face, that's what forget everything, because of the passion. If you don't have passion, then you're gonna be disappointed. I missed my wife's or girlfriend's birthday party or whatever thing, and then you're gonna be disappointed of your life, and then you're looking for some other avenues. And because that's why I said, to be a chef, you need to have passion. To be in this industry, you need to have passion. If you don't have it, then that's not for you.
Also, Chef Asanga, I want to just ask you, are you a family man yourself? Do you have a wife? Do you have kids?
Yeah, I'm married. I'm married now 16 years, been married, and that's my school sweetheart. And I have a daughter, 15-year-old daughter. She's studying at the moment and for O-level in May. And we balance these things, and because I'm glad to have a wife who can understand about our industry.
So do you cook at home as well?
A lot of people ask that question, Wasim. And do I cook at home? I like to taste the food rather than cooking.
So you go back home and your wife makes the food for you?
Always that happens, because when you're cooking so many meals and you hang around the food, and last thing you want to do, cook for yourself or cook. I do cook for family sometimes. When my friends come in, I love to cook for them. And for day-to-day life, I love to have my wife's meal, or Sunday I go to my mom's house, and that's our routine. And
so who's the better cook at home?
I had to say both of them, otherwise I don't want to make a conflict with
I'm sure she's watching the show right now.